Welcome to Shot Time Podcast number 15.
Yeah.
We did this one immediately after the last one.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No.
Thanks. Okay. It's 15.
I just took a
We
shot.
already started.
I have half my other shot.
Okay, I'm going to do another one.
I'm going to throw up if I...
I'm going to turn this off down because it's disturbing our sacred podcast time.
I forgot I had an airplane loaded.
Fucking technology, bruh. I was watching fucking Dateline NBC before you got here. You know Dateline? Mm-hmm. You know what that is, right? Chris Hansen? I'm Chris Hansen. That shit is so funny. It creeps me the fuck out, but it's also hilarious. I'm someone that when I get caught doing something, and I just, okay. Like when I got my DUI, I pulled over before the cop even turned his light on because I was like, yep, okay, here we go. I just, I'd rather just, and honestly, sometimes my honesty has gotten me out of some deep shit.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
I was driving one time. I didn't have I had my license. I didn't have insurance. I had a busted taillight. Something else that I can't remember. It must not have been too important. And then I had an unregistered gun in my glove compartment that I just got the day prior. And I was like, oh, cool, bring my gun. And I put it in my glove compartment. So I got pulled over for my taillight that was busted, right? So then he comes over, cool guy. He's like, I pulled you over because your taillight. And I was like, okay. And he goes, can I see your license registration? I knew those were both in the glove compartment with my guns. So I was like, there's a gun in there. He goes, okay. Is it loaded? I'm like, yeah. He goes, all right, well, just hand it to me. Unload, or just hand it to me with the handle facing me. So I very slowly handed it to him. He's like, is this thing registered? I was like, nope. Nope. And he gave me like the daddest dad stare of it. All right. Let me see your insurance and registration. I was like, I don't have insurance on this car. Oh, fuck, dude. It's a miracle. He goes back to his car for, like, they always take forever, too.
I know.
No matter what it is.
Just to, like, stress you out.
No matter what it is. He went back to his car for, like, fucking 20 minutes, and I'm sweating bullets, no pun intended, sweating bullets in my fucking car. Like, I'm going to fucking jail, dude. Like, this is it. Like, this is it. I'm tripping. I've
had so many of those moments.
My anxiety is making my heart explode. And, he comes back, and he goes, the first thing that gave me the clear that things were going to go okay was he handed me back my license and insurance and registration. And I was like, and he goes, all right, I want you to go and do that as soon as possible because next time they're probably going to fine you for it because I wrote it down. I was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, also, I want you to get that taillight done tomorrow. I was like, all right, yeah, of course. And then he hands me my gun back, unloaded. He took all the bullets. But he hands me my gun back and he goes, you take that home and you leave it there until you get it registered.
Damn.
Bro, oh, that's my cool. God. I didn't go home. I went and got drunk. But I was like, holy shit, dude. I should have gone to jail or gotten a fucking hefty fine and my gun confiscated. I'm super surprised he gave it back to me.
Yeah.
Without the bullets, which was weird, but.
Hey, fuck it.
Fuck it, dude. I still have it. It's my little revolver. Dude, unbelievable. I have some pretty decent luck with cops because I have that whole just be honest and as sincere as possible mentality, which I always see like, oh God, and I know people. I understand people don't like cops. I get it. They ruin fun. Whatever.
I think there's good cops and bad cops.
Yeah, well, that's literally everybody, everything, every profession. There's good, nice people, and shit people. Mm-hmm. It's everything. It's just cops' jobs are a little more.
I come from like
intense.
A line of like shitty cops.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what was my point? What was I going with that? It's just like if I have friends like I get you don't like cops. I understand, but And there are definitely times where you're not going to get out of it. This cop is an asshole. Sorry, you're fucked. No matter how nice you are. I've had that before. But I hate when people automatically, especially when you're with other people, like when my friends with me and they do this, like with cops, like they just have to like fuck the cops.
Yeah.
Stop.
I just think that's just like
stop.
Immature in general.
Stop doing that. Stop. You can like even say like, oh, I fucking hate cops. That's fine. Like that's fine. I get it. You don't have to like them. But if you like go make a fucking ass of yourself. I was walking on Fremont, and there's always cops on Fremont everywhere walking around. And just this whole group of dudes. There's these two cops just fucking walking. They're not even looking at these guys. And then these guys, they were like, the guys were to my right, and the cops were walking the opposite direction to my left. And the cops were not even paying attention to them. They were talking to each other. And these guys are like, hey, pig, fuck you, pig. Just like, oh, dude, just so cringy. Like,
right?
Stop. Like,
that's just immature.
Why? Yeah, like, it's just so unnecessary. And it does go back to that, because people think like all of them are bad.
Yeah.
And that goes with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of, almost everything. Some people like everything.
This is closed-mindedness.
Very closed-minded. It's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't come from a line of cops, but my grandpa was a cop, and he's a very good man. And now, I'm not like, I don't know how he was as a cop.
Yeah.
He might have been an asshole. I doubt it. But who knows?
Yeah.
You know. But I'm not gonna like. He's a very good person otherwise. If he was a shitty cop, he's a good. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I didn't know him. I don't. And that's what the people don't know these cops. They shouldn't treat them.
Yeah, my cop family.
Until proven.
Like,
otherwise, they should.
They don't like. They're like fucked up to hookers. Like one of my uncles, who was a cop, he got arrested because he bounced a hooker off his patrol car.
Bounced like he. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 And
you
then
have
he
to be
fought
like,
it for a while.
You just hit her too hard on the thing on the hood.
He used force.
Yeah.
Because she's a hooker, and he doesn't respect hookers.
Yeah.
So
it
But it was actually like a huge fight within the family because my opinion was that he's a piece of shit.
Right. It takes a lot of nowadays it takes a lot of balls if you want to be a cop, to be honest, with all the shit going on. Even no matter what, like.
I don't know. I have a very. I'm not fond of cops.
Right.
Every time I've ever needed a cop, they take too long to get there.
Right.
Or.
Well, I'm saying like.
Or the opposite. They fuck around and try to get you for things that.
I mean, in the sense of like having a lot of balls is like they're not very liked right now. Like a majority of.
There's a lot of.
I
believe there's more shittier ones than.
Right.
Good ones at this point.
You've never seen The Departed, huh? You should watch that. That's my movie recommendation for you for the week. That's about cops. That's a good fucking movie about crooked cops and good cops and but anyway, I've definitely met cops that just like fucking pricks, dude. Like they're just fucking assholes. When I was a little younger, me and a bunch of my friends went to this party and we were leaving and none of us had cars, so we all took the bus. So we were all leaving this party. Like nothing, no cops were called during this party. This party went relatively well. I don't think anybody knew about it. It was just a bunch of us fucking partying.
Yeah.
We weren't causing a ruckus or nothing, although we were underage drinking, obviously. But
that's normal.
Whatever. We didn't cause a ruckus.
Yeah.
So we're all at the bus, waiting to go home, and these cops pull up to the bus stop. I'm like, what are we gonna do? We're fucking. Who knows? They don't know where we are from home. We're just waiting for a bus to go home. And these cops pull up and they get on their intercom and they go, little babies go to bed now. Just like I've never seen a group of like I got pissed and like everyone at the bus stop got fuck you guys, fuck you, little babies go to bed, good night. Oh, what a bunch of fucking pricks, dude.
That's funny.
And I remember like seeing them because it was dark out and they had tinted windows, but I remember seeing just silhouettes like high-fiving each other, like laughing. Oh, what a bunch of pricks, dude.
That's funny.
And they didn't even get out of their car. They did that. Good night, little babies. Good night. And then they fucking drove off. Fucking assholes, dude.
That's pretty good.
I think that's hilarious, but it's a dick move.
Yeah. Well, that's just humor, and I don't mind that.
But they were clearly like, I think they were being serious, but it was still funny.
Yeah.
Like, it was just hilarious. Ugh. Other than that, I've had I've actually had pretty decent luck with cops.
I've had like some good run-ins, like.
Even my
I've
DUI.
had bad ones too.
Even my DUI, my cop for my DUI was very fucking cool.
Yeah. When I got arrested, the cop was pretty nice too. He
let me pee.
Yeah, he let me finish my food and smoke a cigarette before he took me.
I'm a scared eater. Whenever I get really scared, I want food.
Yeah. Stress eater. Yeah.
Stress eater, right?
I know that.
So do you know that?
I know that one.
So I fucking one time my car broke down and my friend let me borrow one of his old trucks, like this thing was like on its last limb, but he was letting me borrow it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And it was like a 1970. It was old, right? So I had no idea how most of these knobs and contraptions worked in this thing. I was like, what the fuck does that even do?
Yeah.
So I'm on the freeway. And coming home, and it was around this, like, getting cold. It was really fucking cold out, and I got a burrito, and I was on the way home, and I was coming home from work, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm so ready to eat this, and I was starving. And I'm on the freeway, dead of night, and it was the part of the 215 where there's no lights for, like, a good mile or two. So I'm driving, and the lights shut off. And it was so advanced dark, like, because there were the big walls, so there was no light from the streets below getting up to me. So it was like I couldn't see in front of my car at all.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm about to die. And I immediately grabbed my burrito. I was trying to keep an eye on how I could pull over, like shaking. And I grabbed my burrito. And I started eating it. And I was like, if I'm dying fucking full, dude. Like,
that's me as fuck.
Oh, God.
Love a binge eating
moment.
That
was the best burrito I've ever had, too. I've never had a better burrito. Oh, what about you? What is your fight or flight reaction? Is it eating or
crying?
Cry. I didn't cry.
I'm such a crybaby.
I'm not a crybaby. I just I eat or I shake or I leave.
Yeah.
I leave if I'm in like this ghost thing that happened. I leave. I go outside. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. No, I'm a runner for sure.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
You know how it depends. If I'm by myself, I'm not fucking around with anything. But if I'm with someone, I'll investigate. Usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't know why. I have that if there's a bear chasing us, I'm pushing you mentality. So like I'm like, all right, well, I just gotta be faster. Like that's it.
That's how I feel too.
And so
I'm like, as long as I'm faster than all my friends, I'll survive.
I've been doing cardio for that exact reason, actually. I've been hitting that fucking elliptical way harder for that reason. Yeah. Other than that, I'm steering clear of any scary things. Oh, we're all gonna die. Cheers.
Cheers to dying.
Courtney, why?
Oh no.
What's the
Jameson tastes like the smell of stinky feet.
It smells like candles or crayons.
No, it doesn't. I would rather lick both of those.
It smells like candle wax.
It tastes like the smell of stinky feet.
That's just my room. I actually cleaned this, so that shouldn't be the case. But there is my pile of laundry next to you, so that might also.
No, it's the Jameson.
Okay. What's the worst drug trip? Here we go. What's the worst drug trip you've ever had?
I got methed out for like a week before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Was it like your worst trip? Like your worst experience, anyway?
No, I think the worst was actually my Chicago birthday trip that I went by myself for my 28th birthday. I did like 2 8-balls by myself and ended up having to soak in an ice bath in the hotel because I overdosed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
I didn't tell anybody about it.
Yikes.
Well, my ex was with me, and he made sure I didn't die that night, but...
That's scary as fuck.
Yeah. So that was probably the worst. And that's why I stopped even fucking around with cocaine in general, because I'm like...
Yeah.
I can't control anything.
The worst was definitely my spice story, like I told before. But I've never done shrooms, and I had this... I had this group of friends. I can't remember if I told the story, but I had this group of friends who did shrooms, and they all were gonna do it in one of their houses. They were gonna lock all the doors. They were gonna safety lock or safety pad everything. Like they were going real deep into it. So who was I with? Me and my old friend Willie. We weren't gonna do it. But we went to the house later on, a few hours after they did it, and we were walking outside, just chatting, about to walk in, and we hear from inside the house a fucking blood curdling scream, like a real like a fucking scream. And so we fucking tried to open the door, nothing. And then we went through the backyard, and the back door was open. It just was open. And we were like, oh, fuck, dude. We got to make sure they're all in there, make sure someone didn't leave. Mm-hmm. Just a fucking shroomed out kid. We were like 16, 17, all of us. So we went in, and immediately that back door leads to the kitchen. So we immediately looked to our right, and there was one of the 4 kids in the corner, like that, like just tripping the fuck out. And he's like, dude, I don't ever want to do this fucking drug. Like, he was kind of coherent, but he was clearly like seeing some shit. He's like, I don't ever want to do this shit again, dude. Like, where the fuck is Donovan? He has it. I want to throw it away. I want to see it get thrown away. I want to see it go away. And I was like, oh fuck, dude. I was like, oh no. So we go up, and we find Donovan, and he was already in the bathroom, and he didn't flush it, but all of it was already in the toilet. Like they had way more, and he was just like staring at it. Like he looked like Gollum, or like Gollum about to throw the ring in the just like, should I fuck, or Frodo, like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to flush it. Like, I don't want to flush it yet. Like tripping the fuck out. And the other 2 were upstairs in one of the bedrooms, and one of them was laying on the bed like flat as a board, just laying there staring at the ceiling, and the other one was on the floor sitting crisscross applesauce watching TV. And he was watching an old Western. So we found out that he was screaming. He told us later, he's like, dude, I was getting hit by a train every 5 minutes for 3 hours. And so we found out he was watching that old Western, and there was a train coming. And that scream we heard was him getting hit by a train.
Oh,
every
baby.
5 minutes for 3 fucking
that sounds
hours.
Horrible.
Oh my god, dude. That story made me never want to do shrooms again. Ever.
I'm going to do shrooms for my 30th birthday.
My mom is one of those people who, like, she's like, oh, you can do all these drugs, but do them at my house. You know, which is a cool mom. But I still think about it from time to time. I'm like, well, maybe like I'm the comfort of my mom's home. You know, it's a different, my mom's house is very warm. It's my mom. Like, I feel safe.
My mom said that she'd watch me if I shroomed, but then she also told me that I might masturbate.
I also feel like I'd say and do something super fucking stupid.
So I think I'm gonna have my girlfriend watch me.
I still don't know who I want to take me to get my fucking wisdom teeth taken out. I wish we could just get Ubered home, but I understand why I can't. I understand it.
I'll take you.
Will you?
If you take me.
Okay.
And don't videotape me.
I'm gonna say some dumb shit.
Yeah, just don't videotape me.
I just know it.
I know what I'm...
I'll allow you to videotape me, but in fact, I want you to videotape me, but I want to see it before anybody. Right? I want it. I want you to delete it. I want you to send it to me and then delete it from yourself. Okay? Because I need to get that done, honestly. Like, I can't keep holding it off. Oh my god. So my mom got them done a long time ago, and I remember seeing her like immediately after, and she was puffed up, like just looked miserable in pain. And then when I was a mechanic, my boss, he got them done. He was like, he got, I think, all 4 of them. And he didn't even he's like, I didn't need anything, like any anesthetic or nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's what my friend said the other day.
He just fucking did it. And he was at work the next day. He was he's like, no, I feel fine. It fucking hurts, but I'm like, dude. And that's insane, because just the differences. I wonder how I'm going to be, because
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm scared of, is the healing process, not the actual
like I've said before, I have a decent pain tolerance, but if, like, the whole thing where if I get stabbed, I'm going to the fucking hospital kind of thing, like, if it hurts, I'm going to fucking call out, or, like, if it hurts really bad enough, I'm not just, like, dude, I'm going to stay home, like, I'm not going to be in a good mood. With
people and tooth pain,
I'm not going to be in a good fucking mood. Because even though my boss was powering through it, and he didn't even, like, he was clearly, like, agitated. Like, he was just like, fuck. I was like, dude, I would have stayed the fuck home, dude. I would have held ice packs on my face the whole day. Yeah. Nah, I mean, but if you gotta work, you gotta work. I get it. He's the boss, so whatevs.
It sucks for.
I've recently, I want to manage a company really bad, and that's why when we were talking about the panties and stuff, I would love to do that. No, yeah, I would actually really love to do that. Well, if you could manage a business besides that, what would you?
I have my little business. I got like my little Brutalman LLC.
Besides like okay, like if you could own a bar, or if you could like own a
I wouldn't.
An insurance company.
I wouldn't.
Or no, you wouldn't want to manage a bunch of people.
I've already been a bar manager. I've already done.
That's
all
right.
that.
You have been.
You're working too much for not, and nobody's like giving you.
Yeah.
The reassurance and
right.
Yeah, it just
not for you.
No, I don't want to work for other people. I want to make my own money.
That's what I'm saying. If you like own your own company.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to like deal with employees. You know, people.
Oh, you
want
to be like a one-man band.
People coming in not on time. People calling out. People like my kid has a runny nose.
Right.
I don't fucking care about any of that shit. Like I'm making my money regardless. I don't want to have to deal with anybody else.
I actually, and this comes from video games, and I know it's nowhere near the same, but I genuinely like video games where I have to manage and micromanage a lot of shit at one time. Like a lot of like there's tons of like war games I play where you gotta like manage all sorts of crazy, just like, you know, it's like it's a simulation obviously and it's not real life, but I think I would actually genuinely enjoy it in real life, like having to manage people and like schedules and how much money's coming into a place and leaving and how much I'm spending. And
it's good. These are all good knowledge to have. Yeah. It's just I'm at that point where like I'm not gonna make somebody else money than I'm personally pulling in myself.
Well, yeah. You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? Mm-mm. It's about the guy. Even know anything about that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like. I mean, it was a criminal. It was a huge criminal thing, but that was like the first movie I saw where I had that thought where I was like, "Fuck, I would love to run a company." Like that was like the movie that made me want that.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, but then I saw this shit. I was like, exactly that. I was like, dude, I could fucking do that. I could make a stuff, but I'm not. And then time went on, and I was like, dude, I can't. I'm not good with people. I can't talk to like people over the phone like that. I'm not very convincing. That would take a lot. It's insane. That was his name, Jordan Belfort. Yeah, Jordan Belfort. That's fucking crazy how much money he made doing that shit. Yeah. For years he got away with that. It blows my mind how people find new loopholes and things and like criminal stuff.
It's just hustling. Hustling. That's all it is.
I'm waiting for my big break idea.
You know what you have to keep doing is just keep trying at all the little ones.
Right.
And just
something will hit.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is. I constantly think about like, what's my niche?
That's kind of how I feel too. I'm like, what am I actually good at?
What's my thing that like, because I think I'm pretty decent at bartending. I think I'm a decent conversationist. Mm-hmm. I like to talk. I'm pretty good with technology, computers, but I'm just kind of good at those things.
Yeah.
I want something I'm like undisputably good at.
I feel like talking is my thing. Like I like to talk, and I think I can actually articulate pretty well.
I like to talk with certain people. You are a good talker with just anybody. I'm not like that. I get very nervous and shy very easily. That's not my thing.
I feel like the shyness, like the more you just like honestly don't give a fuck anymore, like you can't really be shy anymore.
Yeah, I've really been working hard recently, and I've noticed a lot of changes. Mm-hmm. Actually, I've recently been trying to just talk to people, just anyone, just.
Well, even with this podcast, like the podcast has helped me so much.
Me too. Yeah.
Just for the fact that like it's a continuous communication.
Outlet. Yeah.
And an outlet that like you get to watch yourself kind of grow within months.
It's a huge charisma check for me. Mm-hmm. I look at like what I do, like when I'm watching, especially because I edit it, and so I watch both of us, and I'm like, wow, I have a weird eye twitch sometimes.
Yeah, dude. First
like,
of all,
I really,
don't get me started on some isms.
I notice like when I get anxious, and it's not like, I get anxious all the time for what, like I feel my heart, something in my stomach go weird and I get anxious. Or like my breathing.
Yeah.
I notice when I get anxious, I do this with my hair a lot, or I'll rub my eyes, or I'll do that.
Yeah.
And now everyone's gonna catch it all the time. But that's what I do. And so I'm like, fuck, dude, like I just want to stop doing that. So I stopped doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning from this whole
but
thing.
isn't it weird to like watch yourself
It's
back?
so weird.
And like kind of see your, like from the first podcast to like now.
Oh, I did that. That's so funny you brought that up. I watched the first one
me too.
like a week ago, and I was like, like we haven't done much different.
No, but
we just,
like our comfortable level on that.
So it is different. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
So it's cool to watch. And it's only been a few months that we've been doing this. Like, just imagine 15. In a year.
Yeah.
You know, how different that's going to be. Because we, you know, 15 episodes isn't that much.
It really isn't.
You know?
It's 4 months. It's been about 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
We missed a few.
Well, we started at the beginning of the year kind of planning everything. But
is that when we started?
I think we started in March.
Because I remember you were gonna do it with Yoshi first. Mm-hmm. But his schedule was whatever. And I was like, I'll fucking do it. Fuck it. I know how to do it. Here we are.
I know.
15. I honestly, for a minute there, I was like, it ain't gonna happen. I just didn't think it was gonna happen. I have a lot of things that I'm like planning with people, or like friends, and then it just never.
Not me. If I have a random fucking, I have to do it. Like if I have an idea, I have to. Otherwise, like, there's something in me that's like, do it.
That's the tribe. Here it is. It's hitting me. That's the I watch a lot of Let's Players and podcasters, and one thing they always say is they always have this mentality of like everything they did prior was shit, and they need to work on. They need to make better.
Yeah, it's like kind of a perfectionist mode.
Yeah. See, the big thing with me is I'm very happy with it, and they said you should never be happy with what you do.
I'm kind of that way.
And so I had a real crisis like last week. I was like, fuck, dude, like I want to do more, but I just don't know what. Mm-hmm. I don't know where to go with anything. I don't know, like I always hit a wall with everything I do. I don't know. There's a certain point I'll hit a wall with something like bartending or anything.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't know where to go from here.
I kind of like, for me, it helps to like find new ways to improve it by adding something fun for me into it, like an activity that like with bartending, there are times I've almost been doing this for 10 years that like I'm over bartending. Like I don't want to have to hear the same story from the same regular for the next million years, night after night, because that's annoying sometimes. But then I'll like add the baby bird to give me entertainment, which it's not for everybody, but it entertains me, you know. Or
Baby bird is the best.
Do you know what happened to me the other day?
What?
I went out and I had a full bar of people scream baby bird at me like over and over and chant it.
See, I love that. You made that like a staple of you.
Yeah.
Like, that's like such a Courtneyism now, is the baby bird. Because I never heard of that prior before. But then like, God, I don't remember when, but I remember the first time I came in and you were doing it, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then everyone was doing it that night. And then it just took off. Like,
yeah. It's weird though.
I don't have a thing like that.
Well, you gotta just find your thing. Like, it doesn't have to be weird. Like,
I'm
a little bit weirder, so I like,
That's true.
Spit people's
you know
mouth.
what? I am.
So it doesn't have to be that.
I am very, very happy though. The other night I heard, two people who I think are very cool people came up to me and said that they think I'm the best bartender at the bar.
Aww.
And they said that to me, like they were like, dude, just so you know, man, like we'll tell your boss this and everything. Like, you're the best. But I was like, guys,
that's cute.
Stop. I'm not. Thank you though. Fuck. It just felt good. It's like,
no, it does. It feels good to kind of be recognized for your job that you're doing.
See, here's this. I've had a lot of like deep existential thoughts this week.
Me too, which is crazy right now.
Right. I thought like, I don't think I've done anything yet that I can like leave a legacy for, have a legacy.
Yeah, but it's still early.
Right.
You know, you're still kind of figuring out.
But in my
steps.
head right now, I'm like, okay, we're about to get mushy. Ready? We're about to get into the mushy shit because I'm a little drunk. It hit me. Speaking of which, let's do another one while I talk about this. Do you have more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do more. Honestly, my biggest, like the peak of the mountain for me in life right now is having a kid.
Yeah.
Yep. Like.
But like at an early age now, or like that's
No.
your ultimate goal?
When I'm fucking ready.
Like your
Not
ultimate
right
goal
now.
is to be a dad.
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm ready, when financially, when I find the right person, when all the fucking stars align.
Yeah.
But like I just like I picture it in my head all the time. I'm like, fuck, that's like probably when I'll feel like when I watch the kid do good and I raise the kid, and that's like, God, I'm about to get really deep. That's like when I feel like I accomplished something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I do a lot of shit right now. I'm doing a lot for a guy my age, I think.
Yeah. No, you kick ass.
But like I said, I'm kind of good at a lot of things, but I haven't done anything exceptional.
Yeah.
You know. So as of now, having a kid and raising a good kid and all that jazz.
Yeah. Well, that's
Not
honorable as a dude to like, you know, to want to be a good dad.
That comes from my dad.
Yeah,
honestly.
And your dad is like one of the most amazing
it really
I've
does.
ever met in my entire life.
My dad has me, my sister, who are fully related.
Yeah.
And then my half sister, and then okay, so he's been married 3 times. Sorry, Dad, for outing you. He's been married 3 times. Me and my full blood sister with my mom, and then a half blood sister with my stepmom, and then a stepbrother and a stepsister with the new mom. Mm-hmm. He loves being a fucking dad.
Yeah.
That's like his thing. He fucking loves it.
Mm-hmm.
And that really did rub off on me, and I know it fucking did.
Yeah.
One day. But I'm not rushing it. Dear God, I'm not. Because it's so hard not to out people, but I'm not going to. When I've met tons of girls who obviously have kids, and guys, single moms and couples who have kids, and let's just say they're not how I'd raise my kid.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's just like I see him and I'm like, oh, this little gremlin.
I actually, speaking of like family weird shit, like my sister came in she texted me last week. My sister texted me last week, which has kind of started my whole like insanity spike. Like,
why? You do not talk?
We talk, but on like short.
Right.
You know, we talk because we're family, not because we're close.
Right.
Which we are building a relationship. But
yeah,
it's still like in the beginning processes of. But she texted me and said that she contacted my real father.
You didn't know your real dad?
I know my real father, and he's kind of like the biggest piece of shit in the whole entire world. Oh. So we kind of just pretended like he didn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay, I see.
Until she's like, guess what? We're going to contact him.
Yeah. How did
so
that
she
go?
did that.
What did he say?
My sister actually won't tell me.
Does that sound good or bad to you?
It's going to be so bad. No, I already know what's going to happen. It's going to suck, but whatever, you know?
Oh, boy.
I think all the years of, like, dive bar trauma has, like, led up to this, like, ultimate moment of, do you think you are strong enough?
I know a lot of people who also don't have, like, people in our age group that don't have parents. Some of them don't have parents.
Yeah.
Other ones never grew up with a dad or a mom or whatever, and I'm very thankful that even though my parents divorced when I was little, they were both very in my life.
Yeah.
Both of them extremely in my life. And it's weird, the contrast between me and those people who don't have one or the other or both. Because there are times in my life where I definitely, and even now, where I'm like shit, especially when I was little and even now, where I like, fuck, I want to do things on my own. I don't need my fucking parents. I don't need my dad for this shit. And I've brought that up to people. Like, my dad just you know, when I was little and angsty, like, he doesn't fucking know you. I don't fucking need him. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
My mom, I don't need her. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, those people who don't have one or the other or both are like, boy, oh boy. Like, boy, do you. Like,
yeah. It sucks because, like, my sister.
It's crazy how I don't know what the fuck that feels like.
Sister,
I never will.
She's, you know, like, in my opinion, like a textbook case of just daddy issues.
Yeah.
You know, like, kind of chases after men for the comfort.
Yeah.
So I see so much of that, and I kind of have always been the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm kind of more of just on the man hater side.
Right.
Because I don't trust them. I don't trust men.
It's,
you
it's
know,
all different
like,
forms of...
It's but my first, you know, man in my life.
To daddy issues, by the way.
To daddy issues, chills.
Why did your... Oh, because you poured
some
Coke into it. I was like, damn, you're mixing drinks. Jaeger. Go on. Ugh.
Ew. Whew. So it's like... Especially since I'm going through this whole journey with my own mental health issues and what's going on there, I'm like, could my daddy issues be like the choice of bad men that I pick? Could that just be like
I think it has
underlined somewhere?
I'm sure it has some effect.
Oh, I'm sure there's something, but I'm trying to like figure out, like, because I have no like anger towards my real father, but my sister has this like constant like needs some sort of validation from him.
That's I don't know, because like I said, I don't fucking know. But I've met girls, mainly girls. Guys, I know one guy who oh God, how did the story go? His dad was murdered when he was young by someone that they know who it was, but the person who murdered him was found innocent. But it was like one of those Casey Anthony things. Like, it was like loophole motherfucker kind of stuff, right? And then the mom is like a huge drug addict, and he's like an amazing person. Like, my friend is an amazing person. Like, does all sorts of fucking work. Amazing, nice guy. Like, you know. So guys, it's like I've only met that one guy, and
I don't know. Like,
it's hard to say, but there's even girls like there's you and your sister who are. I'm sure all girls have hard feelings towards dads that are missing, but like everyone handles it differently. Yeah. You and your sister somewhat anger, and then but I've met girls who also like, I don't know if they just don't give a shit or they got over it a long time ago, but they're doing fine. Like,
that's how I feel. Like, my dad is literally probably he's a piece of shit. Like, he's a piece of shit. So I've understood the fact that like he's not capable to give, even if he was in our life, the proper love that anybody would deserve. Right. So I can understand the fact that, you know, maybe being further away is showing the most love that you can.
In a weird way.
Yeah. But then I also have that, you know, towards moments of insecurity where I'm like, the man that made you. You know, like you're their DNA.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Didn't want you. So it's, you know, there's those lines in your own head where, you know, like, you don't want to make it personal towards yourself because it's not personal.
Right.
But you can't help, you know, being abandoned at a young age by any parent. Yeah. Is, you know, traumatic. And any, you know, so I can understand the issue, but then I feel like the logic behind it are two different things. So like you kind of fight yourself. That's mentally
like an extremely complicated subject because it is so different between everybody. I don't know. There's so many factors that can go into why. Because I've definitely seen and heard stories of like there's just like what you said, like he's what did you say, protecting you, or like it's better off if he was. Definitely, that definitely fucking happens. Like, tons of movies do it too, and I've heard real stories about it, how where they're like the dad was like a huge drug addict or something or whatever, and he had to get away and get himself fixed.
Yeah.
Before he decided to take care of another life, kind of thing.
Yeah. But
which is noble, shitty still, but noble.
Yeah.
Noble. It just blows my mind that I don't know, me being in the mindset that I am with wanting to be a dad, being a top peak of the mountain, nothing on this planet will stop me from being with the kid. Like, I will do whatever it fucking takes, kind of shit. Like, and I just can't imagine a different mindset in my head. I can't process a different mindset.
Yeah.
It's just weird for me to think that. And I think my dad would think the same way, considering him. It's different. Everyone's different, and they're going through different things. And
yeah, and
there's the people that want to be with the kids and can't, or there's people who are actually just pieces of shit and don't want to be with the kids but can.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's situational as fuck. And
not only that, and it's person to person, because our parents are people. They have their own issues. They have their, before we even got there,
right.
So they're trying to deal with their own shit,
a lot of it's
or not trying to deal with it at all, which brings up more trauma through raising your children into your isms.
Yeah, a lot of it. Sometimes it's an accident too. You don't even. Mm-hmm. I've had twice where I've almost. Sorry, Dad. Or I've almost had a kid. He's gonna fucking kill me if he ever hears that. But both, he'll love me for this. Both times I was fucking there for it. Like, okay, well, I did this. We did this. Yeah. I'm there. Like, I would feel the guilt would get to me.
Yeah.
It would 100% fucking eat me alive if I didn't be there for her and the kid.
Yeah.
Even in the one case that I'm thinking of, I fucking hated the girl. Fuck. Still, I have to.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. Like, I couldn't live with myself otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's weird. That's one day.
One day. Yeah. I'm not going that route.
You're not gonna have kids?
No.
No? Why? I know so many people who do not want kids. No, my roommate does not. They've been dating for a while, but they are both very dead set on nope, fuck kids. They love kids. My roommate's very good with kids, but he just doesn't want them.
I think I'm gonna foster later.
I hear a lot of people don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think teenagers. I think I'm gonna foster teenagers when I can. Make my life a little.
I would definitely foster kids, but I do want my own. At least one.
I feel like there's enough kids in the world. I don't really need my own genes.
Yeah.
To be prominent.
That's a big okay, so that's a big thing. I brought that up to someone. We were having a conversation about adopting. And I said what I just said. I was like, I would definitely adopt, but I want my own. First, preferably, but at some point I want my own. And they were like, they said some of the same thing. Like, wow, there are so many fucking kids, and you want to be just selfish and just. I was like,
I think the world's completely too overpopulated.
She went into a whole rant about it. I was like, dude, I don't know. It's different. It is different.
I don't think it is.
I guess I think it is, but I would still love if I made the commitment to adopt a kid. Obviously, I'd love the kid.
Yeah.
I would want my own. Yeah. That's just I want my own first, at least.
I don't think I'd ever completely adopt,
especially not a teen kid.
I'd rather
I would skip so much. There's so much shit that got skipped.
That's exactly why
I want to go through the ringer.
They've been through, most teenagers in the system don't have places because people are like, I've been through all the steps already. Yeah. They're already fucked up now,
Well, I don't think they're fucked. I want to go through the ringer
they're already
first.
Been through the system for years and years and years. So I kind of would like to just focus on those.
Right.
Those children only.
Yeah.
The ones
I just want to go through the ringer first.
Yeah.
With my own. Or maybe even if I adopted a very small baby. And go through the ringer then.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd just be different for me. Yeah. I wouldn't feel less love for the kid. Raising it would be different. Because it wouldn't. How do I explain this?
It wouldn't be yours.
It wouldn't be mine. So I don't know. I haven't done it. So I just feel like I would raise it differently than how I would want to raise my actual child, because it's not my child and it would feel different for me.
Really?
It's a weird thing I can kind of explain, but not really, because I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, like the love you have for your dog.
Yeah. No, you know what?
like,
That was a good comparison. I do love
like
my
the love
dog
that I have for my cat.
Wow, that was a really good. I've never thought about it like that. You just totally, like, just that second.
Yeah.
I do love my dog, like, so fucking much.
Yeah, and it's not your bait, you know.
Holy
like,
fuck, you are so good. You do that to me, like, at least once an episode where you, like, that's so fucking true.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I think about it. I'm like, you know, there's so much.
I haven't had an epiphany in like 3 episodes. You just gave me an epiphany. Holy fuck, you're totally right.
You know, like, there's so much love in your heart.
That's so fucking true. Wow, you were so good at that, dude. That's crazy. I didn't, because I never made that comparison with my dog and like a kid.
But that's when people have that whole argument where they're like,
love my dog.
Dogs aren't the same as kids or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you can't tell how much love I give this fucking animal just through my heart feeling, you know? Like, who are you to tell me?
We recently, my drunk ass, I was going to get tacos and I left the door open downstairs. And all 3 of them, I have, like I've said before, but for those who don't know, I have a pit bull, a husky, and a German shepherd. Big, mine's the pit bull, and he's the smallest of the bunch. But big dogs, otherwise, right? Big scary dogs too. They're all like, they're all on the list of like dogs you shouldn't own, kind of shit. And they all got out. They all fucking. I was in my car, like getting ready to start up, and I see 3 little middle of the night, 3 little dog silhouettes run up the street, and I was like, oh fuck! I ran inside, woke everyone up.
Did they all stay together?
Yeah, I thought that was cool as shit. I didn't find them, but one of my roommates, we searched for like 30 minutes. One of my roommates found them all together. They were all in a pack.
Oh shit!
Pack mentality. And
that's cool.
The German, who's the biggest and the oldest, was like walking around, and the other 2 were just following him. I think that's fucking cool.
That is cool.
I don't know why in my head I was like, that's rad. I love that shit. But it was cute. We got them home, and all of us were like, what the fuck? Like, we were all dad and mom mad at them. Like, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing running away? And then my roommate Danny brought his German upstairs into the room, and you just hear him, I love you, dude. Why the fuck would you do that? I love you. Like, I know he's holding his head, shaking him. I love you.
Yeah. Dude, Dragon got out once, and I legit thought, like, that was going to be the ending. Like, I was so scared. Yeah. And it was my friend that let her out on accident, and I was like, I'm going to beat the fuck out of my friend.
So
I'm going to beat the fuck out of my friend.
I was so like embarrassed. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, and I mean, it taught me to like, I'm really cautious about that fucking door now, but I'm really glad it was like at 3 a.m. No cars, no one was out on the road. They're very friendly, and they would never bite anybody.
Yeah.
But if you see 3, a German, a pit bull, and a fucking husky run at you, and you're gonna freak out, and hopefully not. But if you did have a gun, you know, like, it freaks you out. I would definitely probably, like, if I saw those kinds of dogs running at me, it would freak me at 3 a.m.
I don't know. I think I'd probably get eaten by dogs then.
Would you really?
Yeah. I can't. I just don't have it in me. Like, I really don't. Like, when you talk about the bear, like, I couldn't kill a bear even if the bear's gonna kill me. I don't think I could.
No, I would protect myself.
See, like, I just,
if I had to.
I don't think I have that in me.
I
really don't.
I would.
Like, my dad the other day was like, I'm gonna give you a gun because you're gonna be moving in by yourself. So I think you should get a gun. And I'm like, I don't want one. Like, I'd rather just get fucking raped than murdered. Somebody, you know, like.
I actually have one time, me and my friend Patrick were driving around, and we stopped in this we dropped someone off, and we stopped in her neighborhood, and we were just like, what are we doing now? And he gets out of the car to smoke, and he's behind my car, and I hear his like hand slam on my trunk really hard, and like he's like. And so I look in the rearview mirror, and I hear, oh, fuck. And then he jumps in the roof of my car. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I didn't see it. I look around, and he goes, dude. And he slides to the front of the car, opens the passenger door door from the top of the car and then slides in and slams the door as fast as he can. This fucking Rottweiler jumps on my window and it starts like, but he looked like a hat. So I was like, whoa, we were flipping out at first, like, what the fuck, dude? And then like he seemed calm and he sat there and his tongue was all out and he was all like happy and we were like, hey boy, you all right? And then we opened the door and we let him in the car and I'm gonna find that picture and put it up. But it was he was the coolest dog ever. We took him with us. We went to this party. We took him with us. There's just a picture of me and Patrick and this dog we found. It's so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, the dog was very cute. And then I think Patrick took him somewhere after that. I don't know what happened. I forgot what happened to him after that. But yeah, he was a cute dog.
Oh.
Very cute. You ever been bitten by a dog though?
I've never been bitten by
anything. I've been stung by a stingray and bitten by 2 dogs.
I've been bitten by more people than dogs or animals.
I've never been bitten to the point where it breaks the flesh like a dog by people.
My sister got bitten by a donkey before and an ostrich.
Ow. Okay, donkeys and horses, they have teeth like humans.
They're like the chompers.
But the force of their bite will crush your bones.
Yeah, my sister got bit
Those bites,
in the stomach.
Those bites scare me more than dog bites, actually, or like sharp teeth bites.
Yeah.
Actually, crushing scares me more than piercing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd rather be pierced and impaled than crushed.
Yeah. One time I bit somebody and I broke skin and it freaks me out.
You can feel it. I've done it once. You can feel that tear of the skin.
Yeah. Like I got pretty deep. Like I was like, ooh.
Yeah. No, that sucks. That would suck. That's why.
Like it felt weird on my teeth, you know, where you're like, I don't know if I enjoyed that or not.
Do zombies scare you? No.
I don't think zombies are real.
That's right. You're not a supernatural person.
If you could be any of them, like
a supernatural. If I had to like
join,
pick my poison.
Yeah.
Oh man, there are so many. Like, okay, are we talking like classic supernatural, or are we talking like
anything?
Okay, probably a vampire.
A vampire?
They live forever, or they live long. I don't know if they live. Some of them live forever. Some of them live longer. Some of them get fucking cool powers.
Yeah.
The only downfall is they only can't come out in the sun. But I already almost don't do that. So.
Yeah.
It depends.
But then you have to watch all your loved ones die over and over and over again.
That's something that like being immortal would. You ever seen Bicentennial Man? No. I don't know why I asked you. There's a movie called Bicentennial Man, and it's Robin Williams, and he's a robot. And he's a robot, so he doesn't die. He just lives on, and if they maintain him well, he lives on. And so it's a movie about him being bought in like our day and age, kind of, maybe a little more in the future, and then he goes on for like, I forgot how long, but long, like humans are almost gone kind of thing. I think it's been so long since that movie, but the whole movie he's trying to become human, like legally.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that's such a good fucking Courtney. You gotta watch more movies, Courtney. Seriously.
Courtney doesn't have time for movies.
Like good wholesome movies like that one. And what did I say earlier? What other movie you were supposed to watch?
The cop one.
The Departed. Yes. The Departed. We gotta get you, me, and Steve, and have a movie nights. We gotta have it one day a week and have.
That'd be fun.
We got rid of my couch
For
in my living room. I'm sure you noticed, because the dogs tear it up, and then we're like, fuck it, we're not gonna have a living room anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Steve has. It's one of us. I have these movies. I have The Departed.
Oh, really?
I don't have Bicentennial Man. I'll get that one. But yeah, these are good movies. I feel like I'm going to convince you to be not maybe a movie person, but I'm going to find movies that you like. I can feel.
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Podcast Partner. I got this. I'm going to give you some movies you'll like. I know you have like your imagination, but like I see these things as like imagination wideners.
See, I see like
it's just like pouring things that other people have thought of
boring
into your
people
head.
That wanted to make a movie.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna show you boring. There's obviously shitty movies.
There's like tons of shitty movies.
There's
like way more shitty movies than good.
But
movies.
that's No, I'm not gonna show you shitty movies. There are
like,
even.
I wish people could just see what's going on in here.
You know what?
Like, then people would be like, oh, I understand.
Okay, there are movies though that are shitty in quality, but great in imagination.
See, like, one of the movies that I saw, like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
How that's like a cult classic or whatever. Yeah. I was like, this was so boring.
You didn't like
I had
Kill
to
Bill?
watch the whole fucking. It's slow. It's quiet.
Okay.
Fucking. I'm like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's how. Okay, so that's how Tarantino does all of his.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of his movies.
Yeah, I don't like those movies.
I like those. I like a lot of Quentin Tarantino's movies because I think the conversations they have. I'm into conversations. I like dialogue a lot. As much as I love good action scenes are my fucking bread and butter. I love good fight. I have my two favorite movies are called The Raid, and it's just fighting movies.
Okay.
Kung Fu. But Quentin Tarantino is also up there in my favorite directors because he makes conversations really fucking interesting.
See, I feel like he's just like a hipster.
Quentin?
Yeah, that's like, I'm gonna just try to be super artistic, but like nobody's gonna see my vision all the way. But I'm Quentin whatever his
I don't know.
name is.
I don't know personally. I don't know him personally, but I think his movies are pretty top notch. But
like I saw the other one that was in the movie theater not too long ago about the Hollywood Hills.
I haven't seen that one yet, actually.
And that was fucking felt like I was getting a leg sawed off. How slow it was.
Yeah,
I was like,
his movies
literally
are very slow.
Nothing's going on.
His movies are extremely like. I want to say suspenseful.
It's not even suspense. It was like a weird like.
Well,
look at the trees forever
so you've seen
and
Kill
see
Bill.
the art in this.
I haven't seen the Hollywood one, but Kill Bill, there are definitely like long like build-ups to like,
to nothing.
No. The payoff is definitely, to me, good. I don't know. You didn't. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to gauge what your movie preference is here.
Like I like my.
Because then if that's
like American
the case,
History X is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
American Me is one of my favorite movies.
You would like The Departed then for sure.
I like Casino.
You would like The Departed for sure. Bicentennial Man, I don't know if you like that one then. There's nothing. It's just talking and him living and trying to become human.
Yeah,
so I actually don't know if you like that one.
I like happy movies too.
But The Departed, if you like X and American History X and Casino, you seen Goodfellas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen all mobster movies all prison movies.
You will probably love The Departed then. Yeah, okay, The Departed.
I like prison movies.
That's the one we're watching, The Departed.
Cartoons.
So you don't like dialogue? Are you action? You like action shit? Then you like things to happen. You just want to see shit happen.
I like the darker side of the brain. Like, have you ever seen like Requiem of a Dream?
Yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite movies.
Okay. You ever seen Seven?
Yeah, that's the head in the box one, right?
Yep.
I've seen that. That was okay.
Departed is 100% a movie you would like then. You might like. Fuck no, it's all dialogue. Okay? I see kind of what your preference is here. You like. You just like things to happen. You don't like to be waiting around and listening to people talk all the time.
No.
You don't like long pauses. You wouldn't like one of my favorite movies is The Revenant, which is the one Leonardo DiCaprio won the Oscar for finally, which he should have won an Oscar like 1,000 years ago. But that one, very slow.
Yeah.
So slow. There's like maybe 20 or 30 second scenes where it's just showing like nature.
Oh yeah, no, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm fucking. Yeah. I'm gonna lose my mind.
But the highs of that movie are fucking. Like this is actually the movie that made me afraid of bears, like deathly afraid of bears. Mm-hmm. There's a scene in that movie where that's based on a real guy, I guess. I don't know how accurate, but Hugh Glass is the name of the guy, and this was like back in like the 1800s when they did like pelt farming and whatnot, or pelt trading. So these guys in the 1800s would go out and they'd hunt for months out in the wilderness and live out there and gather as much as they could and then come back and sell it all for a huge profit. So they're out there and like at the time like Indians would raid their shit or diseases or they'd fucking whatever, like a bunch of them would fucking die.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get back. They're done with the season. They're trying to head home. They get raided by Indians and just shit starts going wrong, just south. And one of the scene with the bear, he's out scouting, the main Leonardo DiCaprio, he's out scouting, and this bear mauls him. Like, the mauling is it's like a 5-minute scene, and it's just him getting, like, trying to fight this bear off, getting mauled. It's fucking crazy. But that's like the high scene for like another 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes it's like talking and like figuring out what they're gonna do with him, and then another high scene happens, and then another like another 30 or 40 minutes of just talking and figuring out what's going on and what he's doing and blah 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 blah, and then the ending is pretty. It's so I see where you're at.
Yeah, I like movies that give you like a physical feeling, like with American History X, like when he puts the teeth on the curb. Like, if that doesn't make you squirm as a human,
yeah.
Like the noise that they've captured. I haven't watched it in a long time. You know, or like
it's been a long time since I've seen that.
There's so many movies like that.
Man, I'm really gonna
like, and I like them darker. You know, like I like that.
I love
like one movies. Of my favorite movies is like How to Make a Suicide.
I just watched a scary movie called Sinister. I think you would like that one too. Fuck, it's so hard because you don't like
scary.
No.
Or is it a thriller?
No, it's a thriller, but it's like it's not scary, not at all. But there's definitely like cinematic scenes where I was like the opening, and this isn't really a spoiler. The opening sequence, like where they show like the title card. Mm-hmm. The opening sequence is a family of 4 getting hung, and it's like it's filmed with an old like Super 8 film.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like the visuals of that was like, I posted it on my Instagram, and I was like,
oh, okay.
I was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it just looked cool. But horror movies always have like the first 30 or 45 minutes is just plot.
Building the character.
Plot, yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie, the reason I actually like this one is because it was like a good 30 minutes, not very long, not terribly long, 20, 30 minutes of character building, and then it got to like the meat.
Yeah.
So you might like that one. All right, I'm going to go to movie hunt for you. Departed, maybe Sinister. There's some good ones. I don't know. I want to get you into movies. I feel like even though you have an imagination, it's like it just widens it.
Yeah.
Like, because when we were talking about aliens and you were like, no, I would try to talk. What would they wouldn't want to just immediately attack me. And then I was trying to convince you. And then Chuck, thank you, Chuck, was like, he named like 40 different alien races that wanted to just annihilate the human race for like no reason. I was like, yes,
but there's other aliens too.
Well, yeah, and it's all speculation.
I'm with the Nordics aliens, man.
What's the Nordic aliens?
They're like spirit guides, but they're aliens. Google Nordic aliens.
Okay.
It's more on the.
So you do believe in aliens? Mm-hmm. Where are you back in aliens? Because I love talking about aliens. I love sci-fi shit.
But I also believe in like witchcraft and things like that. Like I honestly believe that these things are real.
There's another good movie. When you said there's a movie called The Witch. Once again, it's super slow though. God damn, that movie is like it's slow. That movie is that, and this movie called Midsummer are probably the 2 slowest movies I've seen in a long time. But it's not so much like those movies. Both of them are not so much like there's nothing bam that happens, like nothing like oh fuck, like oh shit. It's more of like a oh fuck, like yeah, like wow,
like a tummy turning.
Yeah,
I like those. Like when they like a movie gives you that like.
It's uncomfortable, like especially Midsummer. I saw that recently. That makes you feel really uncomfortable the whole time, and the whole movie is, for the most part, filmed in broad daylight. Like it's not like a dark in a creepy house, creaky thunderstorms. It's broad daylight, and it still made me feel like ugh.
Oh really? That's kind of cool.
Like just like the whole movie, I was like, I don't like any of this.
I like those movies,
but it was
like,
so
where
slow.
they give you a feeling.
It was so good at that. The whole movie.
That's cool. Yeah.
But it was so slow. Like there wasn't too much that happened. It was a horror movie. There were horror things that happened.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have...
One time, like, I think it's the how to make a suicide. It's a mockumentary, but so they film it like a complete documentary. But
yeah.
they show at the end where this person's killing themselves, and how they did it. It made me throw up.
Yeah.
When I saw it
I've
for
seen
the
some
first
pretty
time,
gnarly
that
suicide
like it
videos.
was so real that like
Oh yeah.
it made me puke.
Some movies are very, very good at that. I didn't know this. The Heaven's Gate cults are not cool, but I'm very interested in them.
Yeah.
I think cults are like very interesting. Just how sometimes one person just convinces, you know. So I didn't know this, but last night I actually found out that the Heaven's Gate cult website is still up.
Oh, really?
Not. And when my friend told me that, I thought they meant like they're still going and like they're still no, like before that whole Heaven's Gate, you know what that is, right? Heaven's Gate. Before that happened, before everyone died, that's the website from then is still there.
Oh, really?
So it still says like on there, like you can go on there and it's like, join today and you will get a boarding pass when we depart. And I was like, oh my, it's so eerie and so interesting
crazy
to read, like, because it is somewhat convincing. Like, if I don't know, like I'm it's somewhat convincing. Like I honestly feel like my mom, how spiritual she is, she's always been like she's been in every religion. My mom has done all sorts of shit. She's a free spirit.
Yeah.
I totally feel like if my mom was, she totally would have.
Yeah.
You know, like it was that convincing. I was like, fuck, like.
Damn.
It was weird because they were like, the last sentence, like I said, the boarding pass. Like, if you get and in parentheses, boarding pass, you can join us on our, in parentheses again, departure. And I was like, fuck, dude. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Uh-huh. Just imagine like how much actual shit's going on like that we like don't know about.
Oh.
You know, like things that haven't made it to actual media yet.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
I was watching like for this other cult. I was watching this interview with these 3 ladies that have been in the cult. But one girl raised her daughter to be in it through, like, she joined the cult. And then her daughter was like 9 or 10 when she first got involved. But her daughter became so completely involved with it that she ended up like getting branded and tons of things, like completely tortured, broken down to where the mom had to bring it to the media because her daughter wasn't going to leave the cult at all. So I'm like, just imagine how many there are. But then it's also like, I can have my own cult then.
It's like a perfect storm of someone who's extremely likable and convincing and people who are extremely gullible.
Yeah. But like I kind of have this like, you know, at the end of the world when we have to cult it out. I feel like the people that I've spit in their mouths, they're already walking around with my DNA, so
yeah.
Come to mama.
It's so I'm not religious, and it's like I saw this, I think it was Family Guy or Robot, one of these shows or something, and everyone's like going to they're on the plane to go to wherever they're going, the next life, and everyone's like, well, I've been Christian forever, and I've been this forever, and I've been that, and the plane stewardess going to wherever is like, the right answer was actually Mormon. Like, that sucks. Could
that
you fucking
funny.
imagine?
Yeah.
And so it's like these cults are like, there's so many branches of religion now. It's crazy. There's so many people on this planet. There's so many things. The reason I'm not religious because there's so many different so many different, like the cult. Someone could make something up today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow just start preaching it. And
Yeah.
someone is going to believe you.
Mm-hmm.
And it will catch on.
Mm-hmm.
You could say fucking anything. Mm-hmm. Someone is going to believe you.
Yep.
So it's like so hard to like, not that, it's so hard to believe anything. Because you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I would very much be into a religion if everyone was on board.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I've always kind of been...
And even still, I would need to see some real proof. Like, I would need something there in front of me. I've said it before.
I think...
If Jesus right now stomped on this table and he was like, I'm fucking real, you piece of shit. And then,
but
yeah,
none
okay,
of us
well,
would
fuck.
believe that's Jesus.
Okay, if he came through my ceiling in a ray of sunshine.
Yeah. Maybe
and then,
that'd be weird.
Yeah. If he did something like extraordinary, you know,
Yeah.
and then like he turned this beer into wine and fucking right. Like if he did all that shit,
all his Jesus
I'm Christian
stuff.
or whatever. I'm Catholic, whatever the fuck it is. I'm whatever religion you fucking want me to be. But it's so hard for me. I'm not going to dedicate my life to something that someone could have made up on the fly.
Yeah. Well, my whole thing is like I study religions. I enjoy studying religions. But I also think organized religion is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't believe in churches, and I don't. But I do believe in some sort of higher power.
Agnostic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
my dad's agnostic.
It's for me. I'm like what everybody's idea of what Jesus would be like. This is all based off our own opinions, and he said, she said bullshit. You know, like why would Jesus even show? Like why would he? Let's just say Jesus is on the planet now, or not Jesus, or whoever this higher power is.
Or whatever.
Like, why would they show it in the form that we could even understand?
That's a big thing that H.P. Lovecraft.
You know, like I think
Lovecraft did. Like these gods are not things we can even comprehend.
That's exactly. You know, like I feel like just with the spiritual realm in general.
Yeah.
There's things that happen that we cannot understand.
Yeah.
But
by far.
But I think God or the higher power is definitely in us all. You know, like certain people have it more than others. It's kind of my feeling. You know, like there's horrible circumstances that happen to people, and I feel like almost that's the closest you can be with, you know, like my girlfriend, she's going through her 3rd case of cancer.
Thanks.
It's taken her arm. I don't have any more.
I was gonna cheers to fuck cancer, and then you don't have one.
No,
fuck. Oh God.
Don't fill it up though.
Oh God, I'm sorry if I do.
Good.
There you go. I got you. Okay, go on. She's had cancer 3 times.
Yeah, so
Lost
she's
limbs.
going through her 3rd stage right now.
Yikes, that sucks.
Where they're saying that she's probably not gonna make it this round. But she's so
fuck cancer.
Yeah, fuck cancer. She's so help. No.
No.
She's so inspirational because she doesn't take it as this burden that I'm sure it's a huge burden, and I'm sure it's the scariest fucking thing in the whole entire world to know that you're going to die.
Right.
But I think those are the forms, or the act of God are in those people that are showing us that it can be fucking horrible. And we don't even understand how horrible our own fucking problems are compared to other people's.
Right.
I think those people are the God on our planet, the only realm that we can understand.
Okay.
Because we haven't opened it.
That's so funny. Because it's just funny how full circle that conversation went for something I brought up earlier. So the movie The Revenant, one of the guys in that movie is a fucking lunatic, and he's talking about this story. He said like those people, the people are like just good and take all the bad and make it good, or God can be God in a sense. So in the movie, the guy he's talking with another one of the guys, and he's talking about how his father did the same thing, I think, and he was stuck out in the wilderness for weeks, about to die, and there was no food, nothing, and then he saw a squirrel, like he couldn't find food for weeks, and he finally sees a squirrel like right in front of his gun, and he's like, in that moment, his dad found God in that squirrel, like that squirrel being his food and his salvation was God. Like, so what you said about like, yeah, other people can be like, if you take it that way, like someone who comes into your life and makes it better, or
yeah. Well, like I believe in
that's,
you know, like in Catholicism with, you know, the saints.
Yeah.
You know, you pray to saints. That's a big thing there. Right. Being Catholic, those were all people. Those were people that chose to do better things for the act. So I feel like it's the same thing. It's just not, you know, like, I don't know. We're all closer to spiritual sides than I feel like that we even realize. Or even care to understand, you know?
I'm like, something that confuses me about my own thought process is that I'm atheist. I don't believe in any of that shit, but I do believe in like spirits. But I don't think they're like godly. I do think they're on a different plane of existence, kind of thing. But I don't think they created everything. Obviously, I just think they're dead people. Yeah. That got out of this.
But you think they're dead people, though?
Or dead anything. That got out of their physical form and are on somewhere, they went somewhere else.
Yeah. Where'd they go, though?
I don't know. But that's how I think ghosts are. I think they're just somewhere else. I don't even think, like, even people say, like, the whole, like, some ghosts are stuck here.
For purgatory.
They're stuck. They need to do something.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's the case. And I just think I believe a lot in it gets mixed up. I don't know there's a word for it, but like sometimes us and where we are and them and where they are mesh sometimes. In certain like deja vu kind of stuff like when deja vu happens.
But don't you believe in different dimensions as well?
Multiverse and stuff. But multiverse is more like not ghosts, it's more of like what's happening right here, it's happening right next to us but slightly different, and then right next to that but slightly different, and then right next to infinitely. So like me snapping right now, maybe I snapped with that hand here and I'm snapping with this hand in the other verse, or I'm snapping with both hands, or I'm snapping 1 second later or 2 seconds later or 3 seconds later, infinitely. Just infinitely. That never ends. There's fucking an unlimited amount of me's doing any possibility that anything I could do ever.
Yeah.
All the time.
But that's a very egotistical thought right there, though.
Well, it's not just me, it's everyone.
But isn't
the whole planet.
But isn't that just a very egotistical thought in general, though?
How so?
Like, why would we be special enough to have so many of us?
Well, it's not just us. It's not just humans. It's literally the entire universe, the multiverse. Like everything. Yeah. So there's a planet millions of thousands of miles away that's spinning at a
slower rate,
a slightly slower rate, and then again at a slightly slower rate in a different dimension, and again and so on. You know, everything, every possibility ever, even no matter how minute. There is something. There's a multiverse for it. There's another universe for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we're like.
Do you think this is it?
Yeah.
Think so?
I believe there's different dimensions, but I believe it's honestly beyond our personal grasp of our brain, what we can even imagine.
You ever heard of the paradox? Oh shit, we won't pass the time, but this is a good conversation. Damn it.
Paradox, no.
Just an hour. Fuck, I like this conversation. Is it called a paradox? A paradox in like time travel movies especially, a big thing is like you're not supposed to see yourself. Like if you're in the future and you go to the past, your past self is not supposed to see your future self. I don't know exactly why, but they say, and I think this is like actually like something that like some big scientists have said could happen if it ever did happen. Like a paradox is like if your past self sees your future self, it'll like destroy
Change the time frame?
universe. It'll like destroy like time and shit.
I could imagine that.
Fuck, that's a conversation. That's a long conversation we gotta get into. I'm gonna research that more, and then I want to talk about that more. Yeah. Because that does interest me. Like I love, multiverse, time travel shit. It's so in space. Like all that shit is so fucking interesting to me. But we're out of fucking time.
Yeah. So next
week,
we
wouldn't have that problem if
Nordic aliens and
paradoxes.
I'll look that up too.
Okay, next episode's gonna be the science episode. Yeah. I'm down with that.
That'd be fun.
I'm gonna wear my Einstein cap. I'm gonna be all crazy. He was fucking insane.
I'll wear my Bill Nye.
Oh my God, there's so much I want to talk about right now. Fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one. Next one. When we have more time. I'm drunk. I'm glad we did it though. This is 15. Yay. Are you drunk? You're not. It's not hitting you, huh?
It's not.
Told you when you get super drunk the night before, it doesn't hit you quite right. The next one.
Yeah.
It's hitting me. Okay.
Well, we did it. We love you guys.
We did it. We did too. Yay. Love you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you on 16 for the science podcast.
Yeah.
I'm seriously doing that.
And then we'll be good on November and actually getting these out.
Yeah, November. October was just shit. God, it was shit. We'll have... Oh, no, it's not Halloween anymore. Goodbye.